Just came across this news. Look at this. RC Club Motorsports is going to support ARKit 2.0. So it's going to be RC Club 2.0. So I'm excited about it. It's going to bring many new features, like 50 new features, and it's going to be amazing. One of the things that I didn't like about this game when I previously reviewed it, is because it was very jittery. But this game supports ARKit and has a fallback to an emulated AR mode. The thing is that it's so jittery that I think that on my iPad, which is an ARKit enabled device, this is the fallback because it's very jittery. I enjoy this game a lot, even with it being jittery, but of course I prefer playing without any jitterness. So this thing is still a mystery to me, but anyway, if you haven't played this game yet, the first version, which is available now on the App Store, let's take a look. Now, there are plenty of track building options here, and you can buy them. You can even buy cars. I choose the Stunt because I really enjoy using a remote control car and doing crazy stunts. And once you're satisfied with your picks, you can start playing. You place the car in the real world, and now you can control it. You have your turbo, your back, your reverse button. The turbo accelerates the car. This allows you to pull out really cool tricks. Here I'm just putting a few ramps. This is actually my favorite item in the track builder. I just put several of them, like sequential ramps, one next to the other, so I can actually pull off some crazy tricks. Now, as you can see, it's very jittery, right? And if this that's why I can imagine this uses ARKit, because it's very jittery. I never experienced such jitteriness with other apps. Anyway, back to the game. So as you can see, I'm just driving on the ramps, and it looks really cool, right? And you actually can make tricks by doing making aerial tricks by just pulling off the turbo button, as you can see here, and just jump over the ramps and land down on it. As you can see, the buttons are really big. Like, it takes like, I don't know, like a fourth of the screen, and I personally don't like it, but they are transparent, with lines, so it's actually less disturbing than I thought it would be. Here you can see me just putting kind of a little ramp, although I didn't find it useful in my case. But you can actually connect. Actually, you can't connect. There's no snapping option here, but you can put them next to each other and create something really cool and drive your car in between them. Now, as you can see, this is something that if you want to create in your own home, it's either going to cost you a lot, it's going to be very uncomfortable, and you need to get all the materials. You know what I mean. This is just not something that many people will do, right? But here you can do it, with just downloading the app, and the app is free. Of course, you need to pay for the package if you want to use these specific items. Not all of them. I think there's one free in each category, by the way. But again, you can enjoy it. So I don't need to buy a remote control car. I don't need to buy ramps and place them, in the garden. Nobody will allow me to. And I can just enjoy doing really cool tricks with this remote control car. Now, the game is only available for iOS at the moment. I mean, I checked out the official website, and there's only link to the App Store, so no Android version, unfortunately. I do hope that they're going to bring this to Android as well with ARKit, but as for now, I don't see it happening. There's also one thing that I read actually in the FAQ page with the question, the game does not detect walls. Actually, not a question, it's a saying, but and the developer said, don't worry, we are working on that feature. So we're going to have in ARKit 2.0 version, RC Club 2.0 version, we're going to have wall detection, probably. This means that, I can just create a ramp, just connect to the wall and maybe do some tricks on my walls in my room or outside. It's going to be so cool. Now, I've already seen like kind of a RC remote control car game, or it was a demo for the Magic Leap 1, where the car just drove. I think it's one of the demos for Magic Leap, that the company made available for developers, and the car just drove on the ceiling, even on the ceiling, on the ceilings, on the walls. It was really amazing. This is why this type of game can be really cool in mixed reality, because the car can naturally bump against trees, drive in cars. You're just aware of all the surface, available in the real space. So instead of just having like a flat surface and seeing the car just moving, through walls and passing through real world items, it won't happen in mixed reality, where the entire environment is actually meshed. Furthermore, occlusion is very important here. We don't get it in ARKit 2.0, so what we're probably going to get is like maybe allowing users to play simultaneously, like a local multiplayer or something, but we won't have occlusion. Occlusion means that when the car passes through a real-world object, behind it, it will appear like hidden. Right now, if you pass through any object in the real world, the car is still visible. It doesn't matter where it is, because the virtual content is always on the screen, and it doesn't matter what you put in front or behind it. I also want to see an option that users can create text and tracks and share them with other players, so you can download and check out other people's creations. This can be really amazing. It can, for some people, save time, so they can try out really cool tracks instead of building them from scratch. Now the track editor, it was good, but far from being great. There are many things that can be done in order to improve the track building experience. As I told you, like snapping allows you to get more accurate and connected tracks. Another thing is that, if I wanted, for example, to just delete a few items, I need to press this button at the top, you see on the top right, and then click, and then I want to delete the other one. I need to do it again, instead of just having the option to just click and remove all the items, or maybe having something that I can clear the entire track. I mean, there are some improvements that can be done to improve the experience. I hope that the developer will make changes for it. From what I've read, the developer is working on making changes to the track builder to improve it. So that's something that we can expect to have in the new version. Look down at the pedal, It's a really cool effect. Now, another thing that I really want to see in this game really is having like something that, more like a game where you get score based on your tricks that you do. So there should be like an algorithm that ranks your performance, depends on how cool or amazing your tricks are. This would be amazing. Then you can play with another player, and you can compete against each other. Here you can actually see me using the other tracks. You can see there's no occlusion. You see the tracks are on top of the wall on the left side. So until the technology improves, let's take a look at what we can do now. Is again making it like as a game can be amazing, and create like a global leaderboard and maybe tournaments. Just imagine two people. You can invite another people, even online remotely, and both of you are choosing a track, both of you at the same track, and trying to compete against each other, who is doing the most amazing tricks. You can even bump against each other and interfere. It can be really cool as well. Maybe you can also record. There's some kind of camera app that allows you to record the competition. You can share it online, and if other people can view it. To make this app social, competitive, and can be really exciting. I think this type of app with the feature that I just mentioned can be a really big hit. Here you can see me trying to pull off some moves, and I failed a lot. It took me some time until I was able to really pull out a really impressive aerial move. You can see there are crazy pack. There's things that can even pull you into the air. There are magnets. Here I'm using the accelerator. It can accelerate your car really fast when you drive through it. But later on I found out that it's not good for this particular track that I built, because it was very hard to position your car correctly and make it just drive through the obstacle, the ramp. It was very hard. This is actually used for the other type of items, but I just tried it. Eventually I just removed it. As you can see, I'm very excited about this game, although it has issues, because I know it can be so much better if the developer implements some of the things that I mentioned. I have also more ideas for this game, and then it can be so cool, and many people will use it. I'm telling you, this is going to be so cool. I want to be able to compete with another player, just saying that maybe Stunt, use some gadgets to say hi, and then we start, 1, 2, 3, and both of us trying to, create really amazing tricks, and everyone get, its own score, and then we're going to see the winner after maybe a time limit or something. And these are exactly the things that differentiate a game that is, okay, than a game that is really great. Now again, with the features that I just mentioned, I think it will deliver better replay value, more excitement when you play, against other players, retention, better retention. This is why I want to see these features. I don't know what other features will be implemented in the next version, but I definitely think that if the developer implements those features that I mentioned, it's going to be really, really exciting. So imagine, when you are just competing in the legendary league and just driving, competing against another player who is like in the top 10, and you won, and you're so excited, and you can share this excitement, a video of this, and maybe some snippets, clips from the moment that you won, and maybe your top plays or something, and you can share it online with friends. It's going to be amazing. I want this. I want this in the game. I want this. So I'm just asking the developer, please bring those features. Now, wishful thinkings and desires aside, I think that this game, even right now, worth downloading and trying it out. I'm eagerly waiting to see what features this game is going to get in the next version. But it's definitely worth playing, and it's very exciting. And just go and download it. It's free, and you can still choose a car and use some basic items. And it's not expensive buying the other items. So I just checked the items. So the Formula One pack costs $1, stunt pack and drifting car. All $1. Everything is just $1, 99 cents. Muscle car, monster truck, monster pack, crazy pack, bundle pack 1, cargo truck, classic car. All each one of them is 99 cents. This is it. This is RC Club AR Motorsports, a remote control car sandbox game for iOS using ARKit, developed by Abylight. If you enjoy watching this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. This means a lot to me and really help to support my channel and my efforts to bring you more content. And until the next video, guys, have a great week, and I see you very soon on the next video. Bye bye.